Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Shahi Works. In this session, we are gonna learn Dockerize in Flask. So basically, first, what is a Docker? So a Docker is a containerization tool which helps us to allow the applications to run in isolated environment. Also, it helps the developers for package application with all the dependency. Also, most importantly, deploy apps consists across different environments. That is reduces overhead compared to TVMS. Sorry, that is the traditional VMS, but that is the virtual machines. Next, let's move to key concepts. So the key concepts are Docker image. Docker image is a blueprint of an application. So Docker container is a running instance of a Docker image. Dockerfile is a scripts containing the image. Docker hub is the repository. Now let's begin with setting up a Flask app for Docker. So here the file structure begins like this. Okay, so this is how the file structure has to be. First, when next app.py, next you can able to see the dolphin log, so that is the Docker file, and requirements.txt. So the app.py is the Flask code, and Docker file is the building the Docker image, and requirements are the libraries for Flask. Okay, so when app.py, Docker file, and requirement. So now let's begin with creating a Flask app. So how to begin? So as usual, from Flask we have to import the Flask and create an instance of app is equal to Flask of app, and creating a root def form written welcome to Flask with Docker. But here the difference is while running host they have used 0.0.0. Okay, now next for creating a requirements, pre-ip freeze requirements.txt. For writing you have to use the official lightweight Python image. Next the working directory, and you have to copy it and install the dependencies, and you have to expose the part and at plus command. Okay, cmd python app.py. So from Python 3.9 slm use the lightweight Python image work, that is the working directory. For this working directory, copy means copies the project files to the container running, installing the requirements Flask, exposing and commanding. For building and running, docker build docker app tflask. So the tflask is a tag name and refers to the current directory where the docker file requires. So docker build docker file, sorry, tflask docker app, run the docker run p, as we have given that 5000. Next for testing, so this is how you will be using. Now you have to close. For closing you have to press Ctrl plus C. So this ensures you can easily able to close your docker file. And next let's move for creating a docker image of the project. So for this, for building an image, sudo docker build tag flash docker demo app. So this is how we will be starting. Next, so you can able to see here the image. Okay, the desktop flash docker demo file has been created. And next for running this, sudo docker run, that is the name flash docker demo app 5001 flash docker demo app. So here the debugger has been used with the demo active, and it shows it is active. Okay, so here the demo is active. Now next for testing you have to refresh it. Okay, for testing you have to check and refresh. And now let's see the best practice how to manage the docker container. You have to choose the official base images, that means the image should be of easy and handles secret safely. You have to implement the health checks and log and monitor, and at last you have to use the orchestration tools. So from the conclusion, you can able to see Docker provides a powerful way to package and deploy a Flask application. Also, it helps us to run smoothly the various environment. Okay, you can also able to manage dependencies easily. So I hope now you understood. Thank you for your attention till now. Also, if you found this video was useful, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more useful contents.